Maria Cristina M. Sandito from BAFM2C, and I am here to discuss with you the examples of division of labor and potential problems of division of labor. And why is the division of labor more efficient? First, let's go to the examples of division of labor. There are two examples of division of labor: the Ford Motor Factories and the food production. Ford Motor Factories. In 1920s, Henry Ford made use of the assembly line to increase the productivity of producing motor cars. On the assembly line, there was a division of labor with workers concentrating on particular jobs. So, motor factories have an individual task of the individuals. And also the food production. It is a basic example of division of labor, could be seen in food gathering. In early societies, men would be the hunters, women and children would prepare the food and collect berries. The idea was that it was a very simple division of labor to enable the best of use the different skill sets. And the potential problems of division of labor. If workers are highly specialized, then the job can become very boring and repetitive. This can lead to low labor morale. 2. If workers lose the motivation to concentrate and do a good job, mistakes must creep in as they get bored. An assembly line could grind to a halt if there are a blockage in one particular area. Adam Smith himself recognized this potential problem and advocated education of the workforce so they wouldn't get too demoralized by their repetitive job. And last one, why is the division of labor more efficient? First, workers need less training as they only have to master a small number of tasks. Second, it is faster to use one particular tool and do one job. 3. No time is wasted with a worker dropping a tool and then picking up another. And then 4. Workers can gain loyalty and a sense of achievement from their branch of production. 5. There is no need to move around the factory. The half-finished good comes to them. 6. Workers can concentrate on those jobs which best suit their skills and temperament. So that's the efficiency of division of labor. And simple as that. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Danica V. Santiago from BAFM2C, and our subject is Contemporary World. And my topic is all about restructuring the global division of labor, all theories and new realities. All of the great changes involved in restructuring the world today, the single most important force may prove to be globalization. A market-driven and multidimensional processes, globalization renders obsolete invented division of the world into developed and developing countries, industrialized and industrializing nations, and core and periphery. The familiar imagery of a core, semi-periphery, and periphery no longer applies to a new structure that involves both vertically integrated regional division of labor based on the distinctive comparative advantage of different locations and horizontally diversified networks which extend their activities into neighboring countries. So that, sa pag-restructuring daw ng globalization natin is malaking tulong siya. Then, maraming nag-improve like roads, then mga technologies, communication. So, malaking impact siya para sa atin kasi nag-improve yung globalization natin. Then, the global transformation now underway not only slices, across former divisions of labor and geographically organizes economic activities but also limits state autonomy and infringes sovereignty. So, yung globalization daw natin is parang wag natin siyang masyadong i-take advantage. We need to respect our globalization or our environment. That's all. Thank you.
My report is about the global division. Globalization is about the interconnected of people and business across the world that eventually lead to global cultural, political, and economic integration. It is the ability to move and communicate easily with others all over the world. In order to conduct business internationally, the word globalization is relatively new, coined in the late 1970s. Globalization is about the relationship between man and business in the world, thus leading to globalization of political, economical, and culture. So there's ability to combine forces of people from different countries to business. The airplane, the telephone, and the internet are just three inventions which is the attributable to spread of globalization due to the increased demand in the higher tech industry around the world. Business and industry was political and had profit working globally. So the telephone, planes, internet are just three inventions to spread the globalization. The demand is higher and the profit is to be higher. Okay, so in today's world, globalization is an important concept for students in higher education to understand and appreciate because of the demand in business and industry to hire people who can work with people of other nations and culture, and if need, we can travel eventually internationally to promote their business or industry. So globalization is the very important concept for student education. To education is higher. In addition, the world faces global challenges that will take solve these challenges, providing access to clean water, planes, planets, and making clean renewables, energy affordables, just to be named a few. These global challenges will need to be solved through the gathering and sharing of the knowledge across disciplines, institutions, and other entities. Institutions on global scales, creating meaningful relationships that work globally, it is itself challenging. So, the world is facing challenges. It is a lack of the discipline. And so, human business relationship can no longer to fix. In this chapter, we will look at global challenge, the makeup of model collaborative international teams, the importance of teaching globalization in the higher education, how to best teach globalization, and discuss the best practice in the area. So, we need to know how to fix to improve your model because your model is the important to your business is to be grow.
The political economy of proximity, intellectual property, and the global division of information labor. Much has been written about the emergence of an information economy where the most developed economies are no longer primarily concerned with the manipulation of materials input to produce wealth. In this information society, workers will enjoy working with their minds, not their hands, and work relations will be remodeled, dispelling old class antagonism. In this new information society, a new golden age of joyous employment beacons. However, despite claims of transformation, for those already working in the new economy, much remains familiar. This is often missing because the continued reproduction of property relations as intellectual property relations is either disregarded or downplayed in accounts of information society. Once the continuing importance of ownership is recognized, the relationship between capital and labor can be returned to the center of analysis of the economy, and the view of work can be rescued from hyperbole.
Good day everyone. Now I discuss about the global division of labor in the social sciences. This article is by Shed Fadrid Halatas. By him, Political Economy of the Social Sciences in order to assess the state of the social sciences at the global level. The focus is on the relations between the social sciences in the first and third worlds. The political economy approach that is utilized for this purpose is academic dependency. The condition of academic dependency is related to the global division of labor in the social sciences, which, by him, he argued, plays a significant role in maintaining the structures of academic dependency. Now, let's proceed in the evolving global division of labor, and this article is by James Caporaso. By James Caporaso, the emergence of the modern or new industrializing countries involving the rapid industrialization of parts of the less developed world. However, this phenomenon has met with radically different interpretation. To some, this peripheral industrialization signals a new era in North-South relations in a break with the old international division of labor based on the exchange of primary and industrial goods. To others, this new development is interpreted in a more limited way. It is seen as limited in terms of the number of possible new entrants, the temporary nature of the project period, and the nature of peripheral growth is processed. That's all for our report. Thank you.